Okay. What's your name?
Brian Wood.
Brian Wood?
Yes,
Where
sir.
are you from?
I'm from Bellevue, Nebraska.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know anything about this, you know.
I started drag racing 10 years ago, racing motorcycles, and just a love for it. Love for the sport, man. It's like a drug. You can't get enough of it.
So you're the one?
I'm the one that rides this bike,
really?
and both bikes actually, but
okay.
He rides one usually, and then I ride the other one. But we're brothers, and it's just a good time out here with family and friends, and just have fun, man.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, great time.
How much do those cost anyway?
What is it?
How much do they cost?
Oh, cost? I probably got 13,000 in my bike.
Oh, really?
I'd say 14,000. I've been as fast as 769 at 170 on it in the quarter mile, 469 at 155 in the 8th mile on it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. See, I put a video about when I first came here.
Yep.
And not too many people knew anything about them, you know.
Right. Right.
They aren't that big anymore or something.
Right.
And so how do these do you have to shift?
I do. I shift 4 times at this track. Usually 5. It's a 5-speed transmission. So basically, it's got a centrifugal clutch on it. So you just like a go-kart. You just rev it up and it goes. So I'll let go of a button for my launch, and then I hit the other button 4 times going down the track.
So it's just a button?
It's just a button. It's all an air shift. It's all an air shift.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, nobody knew, you know. They were asking questions about it, you know.
Right, yeah, it's all an air shifter. And it's just a gas deal, 1500cc Kawasaki.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you just use regular gas? Or?
I use 116 octane race fuel in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. It's got a lot of compression. It's got 16.5 to 1. So if you use regular gas, it would melt the pistons in it.
Really?
Yeah, 'cause it's just not hot enough gas.
Yeah.
So
I can't believe how fast you guys go.
Oh, it's fun, man. It's a rush. I love it.
Is that dangerous though, or?
It can be. You just got to be careful. I mean, don't do stupid stuff, and you won't have problems.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of people crash. Nobody got killed, and I've seen a lot of road rash, and a lot of people get banged up.
Oh man.
Yeah. I seen a guy down in Valdosta, Georgia, go down at 220 miles an hour, and he ended up walking away, but he was kind of bruised up. But I mean, the safety equipment is parallel. You know, you just make sure you have good safety equipment.
Yeah, if you go off here, you might hit that wall or the fence.
Yeah, that's what that guy did down in Georgia. He got into the wall at the top end, and luckily he didn't kill himself. But it's a lot of fun, man.
Ooh.
A lot of fun.
Is that hard to control when you're like?
Not bad. The bike wants to go straight. I mean,
really?
Yeah, it wants to. I mean, you just kind of lean off one side or the other to steer it. You can't really turn. But it's easy to drive, I would say.
Really?
Not bad. Once you get used to it.
Okay. All right. Hey, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too, man.
I appreciate it.
All right. Bye.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, how you doing, man? Just trying to get the video for my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Is this yours?
Yep.
All right. You wanna? Can you tell me something about it and yourself? You know.
It's a 2013 American dragster. This is the Bishop Performance Transmission Dragster. They're based out of Minnesota, and we're from western Kansas, and we like to travel up here to Onawa. It's one of the nicest facilities in the area. And
oh, really? Yeah.
Really enjoy coming up here.
Okay. Yeah, I just started coming up here, and I didn't know anything about it or anything.
Yep.
It's pretty neat, man.
Thank you.
What's it like driving these?
It's different. Like getting shot out of a cannon.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of getting used to, but once you're used to it, just like anything else, just going
what kind of transmission does it have?
This has a power glide transmission. It's actually shortened. It's just like the old GM cars had back like in 1970. The 2-speed power glide. And then they shortened it. They cut the tail shaft down. And so it's about 6 inches shorter.
Okay. So do you have to shift or anything, or what?
It does. The car does shift one time. Now it shifts itself.
Okay.
So I do not shift it.
Okay. That's kind of unbelievable how fast you go, and
Yep.
you got to be changing gears, you know?
Yep. Well, and that's why it shifts off of a timer. A solenoid pushes the shifter forward. That way I don't have to worry about it, because how fast we go, you know, consistency is the name of the game in our racing, and that's the most consistent way to do it.
So what do you do? Just step on the gas, or?
Well, what I do, and you can come look inside the car here.
Okay.
I have a couple different buttons here, but what I can do is, when I'm on the starting line, I can hold this button here, and the car will not go anywhere. I can push my foot all the way to the floor, and that car will not move. And then right before the green light comes on, I let go of that button, and the car will launch. And at that point, the computer takes over, and it will shift the car for me and everything. So, like I said, the computer just takes over, and I all but hold on.
Really?
Yep.
But does it have like it's got a gas pedal and stuff, or what?
Yep. The gas pedal and everything,
computer?
they're down in here. The gas pedal's on this side, the brake pedal's on this side.
Okay. And why do you guys like, before you start, you spin the
tires? Well, a couple different reasons. One is to clean the tires off, because like if I back out of here, we're in the rock here and everything, rock will stick to my tires. So one's to clean them off. Two, it builds a little heat in them, and when you build a little heat in the tires, it will make them stickier, just so it get better traction.
Okay. Awesome. Let me take a close.
Yep, that's a Seaver Performance 582 big block Chevy.
What cubic inches is it?
It's 582 cubic inches.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So does he use the regular carburetor, or?
Yep, this is a 1050 Dominator carburetor that Seaver Performance has specifically tuned for this engine. And this is the shortened power glide transmission that I run. Just a little bitty drive shaft next to the rear end.
So have you been winning, or what are you?
I've had a lot of luck in this car. Yep.
Really?
We're getting ready to go on to the 4th round today. I just won that race by about 1/1000th of a second, or maybe a couple inches at the finish line. So it was a really good race, and the last time I was out here I won, so I'm real excited to see if we can win again tonight.
Okay. So what happens if it rains or something? Do they stop it, or what?
Yeah, if it rains, we shut down, then they have to dry the track off, and if it were to rain again tonight, now that the sun's going down, we'd probably have to delay the race till tomorrow, because if the track's even just the slightest bit wet, you could wreck one of these cars real fast.
Okay.
Yeah. This car has been going about 140 miles per hour in the 8th mile, and it'll go about 170 at the 1/4 mile.
And how much approximately cost? How much do they cost? You know? How much you put into it?
As much as you want to spend.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you could get it in a real budget one for probably under $10,000. There's cars out here this weekend with well over $100,000 in them. And that's the nice thing about the bracket racing like we do, where we dial our cars in and estimate what it's going to run, and then we give a handicap head start based off of the difference in the times. That way, a slower car can run against a faster car, and the guy with the most money doesn't always win.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering about that, you know?
Yep.
How does that work, you know?
Yeah. The biggest thing is running consistent and running your estimated time without going faster. If you go faster, you are disqualified. And having good reaction time. And just being 3/100ths of a second faster on a reaction time can be the difference in 10 feet at the finish line. So reaction time's really important.
Does most of the money go into the engine, or what?
A majority of it, yes. Yep. The chassis and everything built new I mean, if you were to order one brand new and not picked up a used one, you could spend $40,000 in just the chassis without the engine stuff. So that's probably the most expensive part. Once again, engine, however much money you want to spend, there's options out there for you. But a lot of the maintenance, there's not a whole lot of maintenance on the chassis itself. The engine, I try to have Seabird Performance rebuild it about every 300 runs down the track. And about once a season, I rebuild the transmission. And about once or twice a season, I replace the back tires.
So are you like a mechanic or also, or what? Or?
No, I work for a natural gas company, but
Okay.
I do a little bit of mechanic work. I will physically bolt everything in the car, things like that, but I hire professionals to disassemble and assemble all the like the internals of the motor and transmission.
So is this like a kind of like a hobby thing, or
Oh, a little bit.
personal hobby, or?
Yeah, it's definitely a hobby. I've been fortunate enough to be successful and do a little bit of traveling. I've traveled from Salt Lake City to Cleveland, Ohio racing. But for the most part, it is a hobby.
Okay. How dangerous is it with these, you know?
You know,
Very dangerous, or what?
I would say that it isn't. I've seen several of these cars wreck. This cage is certified well over 200 miles per hour, and a lot of the wrecks that I've seen, people walk away from it.
Really? Yeah.
Yep, I would say 99% of them walk away. This is a lot safer than, say, just a street Camaro going over 100 miles per hour. Those cars they're designed for highway speeds, not racing speeds. You know, this is designed specifically for racing speeds.
Yeah, I want to go talk to some of those Camaro guys and all that. Yeah.
Yep, and that's why it's good. That's why they have rules where you put roll cages and things like that in some of those other cars, just to make them stronger for the event of a wreck.
Okay.
I have never personally been at a race where somebody wrecked and was seriously injured. I think the worst injury I've seen at a racetrack that I was personally at is a broken ankle.
Really? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thanks a lot for the information and stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, what's your name? Where you from and stuff?
Tim Nicholson. I'm from Concordia, Kansas.
Okay.
Been racing, had this car and raced it for 46 years. I mean, it's been a lot of places. Had a lot of fun with it. Still enjoy it. Usually go every weekend. Pretty good top competitor in the Super Gas and NHRA with it. It's a small block, 400 with a 4-speed Linko in it. Very fun to drive. What else to tell you?
Okay. Well, I don't know anything, you know, like.
Won a few rounds today, so we'll see if we can do better tomorrow.
Yeah.
This was 4,000 ran in the 4th round, so we'll give it another whirl tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I was wondering about, you know, I've come to these before. They just started coming this year, and like, you know, you're spinning your tires there to warm up or something.
Yeah.
How do you do that anyway?
I pull up into the water and spin them just to get them coated with water, and then I pull forward in front of the water. Then there's an electric solenoid that you put brake pressure on, and it locks the front brakes. And that's what holds you into the water. And then after you've been there as long as you think you need to be, you let off the release that button, and the brakes release and let you roll forward.
Okay.
So
Okay.
pretty much all the cars have got those.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah. Okay, and then how was the track treated?
Track
You
here
know.
is real nice, very smooth, very nice. It's smooth, and the starting line's good, and it's nice and clean. The manager's doing improvements continuously on it, you know, pit areas and stuff like that. But he's doing a good job with it.
What do they put on it? You know, that thing that goes down the.
When they spray the track, it's a VHT compound. It's a sticky compound that really helps the tires bite to the asphalt.
Okay, traction.
Traction compound, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So, anyway,
How have you been doing and stuff? You know.
I've had this car 46 years.
Yeah. I mean, how many times you won and stuff? You know.
Oh, a couple of years ago, 4 years ago, I finished 7th in the national points in super gas, and then 3 years ago, I finished 5th in the national points. 3 years ago, I won the division. I was division champion. Seeing as NHRA's kind of messed up deal right now with canceling races and stuff, these big money bracket races like this are what most people are going to anymore. There's nothing else to do, so.
Okay. Yeah, I noticed. See, I started coming here about a month ago, and I made a video because I'd never been here before, and I put it on a forum, and guys were like interested, but a lot of them didn't know anything about it, just like me, you know.
Yeah.
Didn't know what was going on.
It's kind of complicated just explaining the dial-ins and the reaction times and stuff, but the green light is the difference in the green lights, or the difference on your dial-ins on your car, your handicaps, and whoever runs the closest to the dial-in without going under it, and whoever has the best reaction time is usually the winner.
Okay.
So you're racing, you're trying to do the best job you can racing yourself.
Okay.
You race to your predicted DT and be darn quick on the starting line.
Okay. And now, like a normal car, if you got a stick shift, you're going like changing gears and stuff. Is this automatic or?
No, this is a 4-speed car.
Really?
I'm the only 4-speed car here today.
So you're shifting?
All these other cars are automatics. I'm manually shifting. Yes.
Oh man.
So that's what makes it fun to drive.
Oh, I can't believe that. As fast as you guys go, you're shifting.
To me, it's easy.
Really?
I've done it so many years. It's just easy to do.
So you're like hitting the clutch and shifting, and
Mine's clutchless. You don't have to use the clutch to shift.
oh really?
You just pull a lever. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a planetary type transmission.
Okay. And what size engine do you have in there?
400.
400?
Small block Chevy.
Okay.
It's nothing too fancy. It's pretty durable, and charge a battery and put gas in it. And it likes to go round.
So that's just all this is a race car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often do you have to change the engine, or?
I freshen it up every winter.
Okay.
Go through it, rings and bearings, and check everything, make sure everything's kosher and up to par.
So you got to do everything, the drivetrain and everything?
I check the transmission and stuff too. You just kind of start, get the engine done, then you do the transmission, then you pull the rear end out and check it all over. It's pretty basic. I mean, it's done it so many times. I know what wrenches to grab when I crawl under and take it apart.
Oh man.
Then my crew chief here, he's making money.
I'm not no crew chief.
Okay.
I don't even know this guy.
Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, thanks for all the information, man. You know.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Okay, man.